There are stories in the Ramayana, Mahabharata, and some Puranas that recount certain ancient events wherein the oceans are emptied and then subsequently filled up again. The stories are very abstract and presented as fantasy, but there are some notable similarities to facts. The battle between Indra and Vritrasura, who was the leader of the Kalayas or the Kalakeyas, is a significant event that finds mention in several ancient texts. In this battle, Vritrasura, who is described in the Rigveda as a serpent, is killed by Indra. Thereupon, the Kalakeyas, who seem to be some kind of amphibious man-eaters, take shelter in the oceans around the subcontinent. Having infested the oceans, the Kalakeyas would come out in the night, ravage human dwellings, devour people, and vanish back into the ocean. When all efforts to contain them fail, it is finally decided that drying up the oceans is the only way to flush them out and kill them. Eventually, Agastya Muni accomplishes this task, and when the oceans are dried, the creatures are killed. Agastya is said to have drunk the ocean, which could be a poetic expression of what he accomplished. It is said that everyone came to the seashore to witness this wonder of an event. Many people know of this story, but the question arises as to how the ocean was filled up again. Because when people ask Agastya to fill up the ocean again, Agastya says he cannot. Lord Brahma then tells everyone that it will be very long till the oceans will be filled up again. So the oceans around the subcontinent remained dry for perhaps many centuries. So how was it filled up again? And also, how much of the ocean was dried up by Agastya? For that, we have to refer to the following story. After a long time from the above incident, a king named Sagara, who was an ancestor of Sri Rama, by the grace of Lord Shiva begets 60,000 sons through in vitro fertilization, similar to how the 100 Kauravas were born. Later, when King Sagara performs Ashwamedha Yaga, his horse gets stolen and he orders his sons to get the horse back at any cost. When they do not find the horse anywhere in the subcontinent, they finally move towards the barren ocean bed that was dried by Agastya. For some reason, they think that the horse would be underground and they dig up the ocean bed, first towards the east, then south, then west, and then towards the north. Each one of them dug up 1 square yojana of land. Here is where we find some interesting details. In each direction, they encounter a Diggaja that is said to be holding the land in place. Dik means direction and Gaja means elephant. The texts say, if this Diggaja gets tired and moves even a little bit, the earth will tremble. This clearly refers to the phenomenon of earthquakes that originate at the faults between tectonic plates. Therefore, here Diggaja may be referring to the tectonic plates surrounding the Indian plate, and Sagara's sons may have come across the Eurasian plate, Australian plate, African plate, and Arabian plate respectively. It is also said that the last Diggaja they encountered was white like snow. That could be limestone deposit, which is a common component of Earth's crust. The coastal Arabian country of Oman is famous for its limestone landscape. Now let us make a quick calculation. 1 yojana is roughly 12 kilometers. Each of Sagara's sons is said to have dug 1 square yojana. That would be 144 square kilometers. That means a total of about 8.64 million square kilometers was dug. The area of the Indian tectonic plate is approximately 11.9 million square kilometers. Out of this, some part is land above the sea, which is approximately 3.5 million square kilometers. The remaining tectonic area presently under the sea comes to 8.4 million square kilometers. Is it a coincidence that these two numbers match? It seems therefore that the ocean was dried up by Agastya to the extent of exposing the entire Indian tectonic plate. 4 generations after King Sagara, his descendant King Bhagiratha undertakes a project and creates 7 new rivers, 3 towards the west and 4 towards the east. Out of these, only Ganga and Sindhu are now known. These, in time, again fill up the ocean bed around the subcontinent. As it was Sagara who commissioned the ocean bed to be dug up, the freshly filled Samudra also came to be known as Sagara.